But let me say this, though, brother. First and foremost, don't be no ways tired. Don't stop. Don't pump that juice, man. Keep doing what you do. And let me just say, I am a living testimony that if you hang in there, if you stay on your square, you know, it's gonna take time, but the reward is gonna be great, you know. And that's why I'm saying we are in the climate where now we have to learn to excel out. You know, it may seem like a sellout 25 years ago, but 25 years ago the scene wasn't as developed as it is now. Now you've got DJs making $100,000 a set that can't even strike a match near you. You know what I mean?
True.
But you can't get despondent. You can't let that bother you. More power to him. Let him do what he do. You keep doing what you do on the same level, with the same values, with the same strength, with the same vigor, believing in yourself, staying true to who you are. Trust me. Persistence overcomes resistance. They gotta give in. They will give in. Because let me tell you, I tried to model in my 20s. No one would sign me. No one would even look at me. I knew all the top fashion people. The same people like Andre Harrell that saw something in me. Fashion people were coming to that club. They know I had the juice. It was a different time. I was ahead of my time. You know, you were ahead of your time. I mean, you've been setting trends for the last, I've known for at least more than 10 years. I think
it's going to be 20 years next year.
20 years, exactly. So, I mean, and that was groundbreaking. You know, now, you know, you hear, you know, your influence and there's this whole bastardized thing. And then, you know, I feel like brothers like you, if you hadn't set the tone, we would have no South African house music. It wouldn't even exist because no one would even have an ear for that. It would be too African, so to speak. When you were doing it, you know what I mean? Now it's the norm. You hear Fela on Ciroc commercials in America.
It's
you know,
crazy, right?
And I used to play Fela in LA around Puff and them. No one wanted the dance floor was clear when I would play those. I used to DJ in LA and I did a radio station. And you know,
now it's like everybody's dropping out on, you know, they listen to that in the stories and it's like,
but it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing because persistence overcomes resistance. And to sort of coin another phrase that was coined was water seeks its own levels. And, you know, you just got to keep going with the flow and trust me, it's going to break through. Because the problem with getting sort of despondent and allowing those negative forces to sort of dim your light is that very moment when you decide to turn away and go back, the door opens. You know what I mean? So you just got to keep going in that direction. Keep doing what you're doing.
I mean, I agree with you, brother. Not to cut you in the complete. I think I've gone way too far to turn my back. But the truth is that, you know, and I thank you for the encouragement as well, because, you know, again, you know, that's what I'm saying. Your success, your accomplishments, the accolades that you've gathered through your life, and the tenacity that you've showcased is testimony of what you're saying, and is great inspiration and actually food for thought for somebody like me who's planning to leave legacy. And that's the body of work, the investments that you've sort of like put into motion through the years until now, and furthermore in the future, will speak long after you're gone, long after I'm gone. And I think that eventually you're right. You know, we just got to keep pushing. But, you know, at times you just like, this is tough. Like, you know, the legs are getting heavy and, you know, you're starting to feel like, you know, the energy. I mean, this past 2 days I've been feeling a little low.